Hey everybody, it's Friday morning, the day after Thanksgiving 2021, and we're under a storm warning right now from the National Weather Service. We could get about, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches, and that is all starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's currently about 6 in the morning, and this is the state of affairs in the shop. I do have my other spreader in the Ford truck. The truck side plug, the wire just corroded off in there, and the way things are now, they tell me these terminals won't be in the US till June. So I switched that spreader to these Anderson plugs. This style Anderson, and I'm going to switch this one over. I want to keep this cable because I may switch back to it at some point, so I ordered some new cable. I didn't have enough. I had a little bit of red there. It's a little larger than this, so I got some new stuff on order. But for now, I'm just gonna grease, which I've greased up most everything except. And this spreader, when I got it, was a gas engine. That's why this whole cover is vented. But I've since replaced it with an electric motor. I'm just gonna grease the two bearings on this shaft and on the spinner shaft here. This is the custom extension that I had made for the Mitsubishi when I had it, and now it works on the Army truck just to get the spinner lower on those high trucks. I built new supports for the side of this one, so we haven't tried those out yet in the truck. I used to hook on up here, and I thought it would be better down here. Yep, it was time to replace those. More. Beautiful, right there. Chain looks good on this one. So I'm going to grease up those bearings and put it out. Get that out of the shop. This little spreader, first sand spreader I ever had, you can see it's getting a little rusty. A few years ago I got it operating to do some sidewalks, and I adapted it onto the back of the Bobcat with these channels, and I built this rack to hang it on here. This is the original attachment piece that came with it. It came with a hitch that you bolt onto your truck, and then these bars slid in there. I didn't like it hanging on the Bobcat body because I could not dump it or lift it up to, look at the engine, check the hydraulic fluid level, that type of thing. So my idea now, and I don't really need this, I'm not doing sidewalks this winter, but I mean, it would be handy to have a little spreader on the Bobcat. So my idea now is to take this 2-inch box tubing. Let's see if I can get it out of there. I'm just gonna mount it on there using this. Weld this to the 2-inch box with some, probably with that channel right there across the back, and maybe I'll use up this 4-inch plate. That was the piece I bought for the snowblower, but I had to get a 10-foot piece. Reinforce it with that. That's the plan. Get this operational just to have a little spreader handy on the Bobcat when we might need it. So not real important. What is important, got to make sure that the snow plows are operational and probably change the oil in them. Bobcat's pretty well set. Cleaned it up, changed the oils, greased it. I do need to cut a tree up that I cut down the other day. It's over where the equipment is. Ran out of gas. Yesterday, so I couldn't cut the tree up, even though I did get it down. Is there gas in here? There we go. What the hell? It's running out all over the place. Alright, that'll be enough. There's a crack in that gas can right there. I guess that one's spent. I don't know how that happened. Okay, new gas can. Put that on the list. The John Deere, I'd ordered a new grill for it because it's just all busted up and the headlights are hanging out of it. And it didn't come in before I brought it up to Bolton, but we have the new grill here. So we need to just swap the headlights over, and I think that metal screen part is not on this new one. Right. Swap the headlights and the metal screen over, and then we can just stick that in the tractor when we get up to Bolton. Let's get this shop cleaned out and get the snow plows in here to change the oil.
This is NOAA Weather Radio KIG60. All hazards. Broadcasting on a frequency of 162.400 megahertz from the top of Mount Mansfield in northwest Vermont. The current time is 6:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a winter storm warning. Snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 2 to 9 inches. Winds gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Where? Portions of central, northeast, and northwest Vermont and northern New York. When? From 1 p.m. this afternoon to 1 p.m. Saturday. Impacts. Travel could be very difficult. Areas of blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. The hazardous conditions could impact the evening commute and post-holiday travel.
Well, I put a nice new cutting edge on this one last year. Looks like I might have used it a couple times. So we'll just change the oil, check the operation, and this one will be good to go. I'm gonna bring the truck in and hook to this because the cylinders are not back all the way, and you want the cylinders retracted all the way for the proper oil level.
Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for north central Vermont and the western slopes of the Green Mountains, which includes Montpelier, Underhill, Uniford, Falls, and Stowe. Today, snow or rain. Snow accumulation of 1 to 3 inches. Highs in the mid-30s. Light and variable winds becoming west around 10 miles an hour this afternoon. Chance of precipitation near 100%. Tonight, snow. Areas of blowing snow after midnight. Additional snow accumulation of 4 to 6 inches.
That's why I'm getting in far enough to close the door. It's getting a little cold out there. It's getting a little cold in here with the door open.
Snow near 100%. Saturday, snow, mainly in the morning. Areas of blowing snow. Total snow accumulation of 6 to 10 inches. Highs in the mid-20s.
Well, that's draining. You can a little lube on the pins.
Saturday night, partly cloudy. Lows around 17. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour.
Cool. One plow ready to use. Let's get this one out of here. See if we can hook that 10.5 onto the Ford and get it through the door. There. Plug in the wiring, lights and power. Both pins went in. That's awesome. And there's no weight on the leg, so I can pick that up. Plug in the wires. But some genius, when they built this new plow, decided to move the wire holder to the passenger side. Makes it a little bit tougher. Not too bad though. Okay, good. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need a little more room over here. So I gotta move this stuff. This is the new arrangement. That should give us enough room to get the big plow in there. Okay, that's ready to put back in the tractor. 2 bolts that hold this pump on here, and it almost falling out. Okay, those are tight now.
Impacts. Travel could be very difficult. The hazardous conditions could impact the evening commute and post-holiday travel. Additional details. A mix of snow and rain will develop this morning before transitioning to all snow in the afternoon and continuing through tonight. Snow will taper off Saturday.
All right, we got our first snowfall. Well, we got our first plowable snowfall for me. Let's go out. It's about 4:15 in the morning. Let's see what we got overnight. Oh yeah, here's some see what we got on the ground here. About 6 inches. Let's grab the drone and the GoPro. Go out plowing. Got some snow this time.
Got heavy shit too.